that shit that you endorse, but you can't reinforce. Don't know the love code she tryna force, cause I can't read remorse. If you ain't speak about money, then keep it short. Better acronym. I'm colonial niggas, they wasn't with us. They went after Jim.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Swagger940 coming at you with another video. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all of that good stuff. And today, we just gonna talk about UFC 6 beta. I got my hands on it, I played it. I'm still playing it some time. Only got 50 minutes in or so roughly, so obviously this is an early build of the game as well, so take all this stuff with a grain of salt. We don't know what changes we're gonna see when the official release comes out. I think overall it's fire, bro. It does have similarities to UFC 5, but it doesn't really feel like UFC 5, if that makes sense. It looks like UFC 2 mixed with UFC 5. I think that's a good way to explain it as far as the striking goes. Now, one thing I didn't really like about it is that the grappling is overall the same. So we're fried there. I don't think we're gonna see grappling changes as far as the system go until UFC 7. It seemed like all their budget goes into one section at a time. Like 5, we got the new Vant grappling system. It's similar striking to 4. And then from 5 to 6, we got the new striking and similar grappling to 5. So that portion of it kind of sucks. It's a bummer or whatever, but it's like, the system works, I guess. We'll see what meta comes from the grappling being the same. I'm not sure about what metas there are in the game right now. How people are gonna decide to play the game if they can find anything that's just overpowered compared to something else. Hopefully it's balanced just like UFC 3. The stuff that I've played so far, it feels balanced at least. The people who are grapplers, they dominate the grappling. And then the people who are strikers, they dominate on the feet. The fighter uniqueness really brings the game to a more balanced phase, I think. Now, obviously, this isn't a full release, so we'll see maybe something is broken compared to something else, or I don't know yet, but we'll find out about that later on. But that was the only thing that really sucked about it, I guess, is the grappling. But at the same time, I really set my expectations down here instead of way up here. So it's like, I'm not really too bothered by that being the case. It kind of just is what it is. And like I said, the system is what it is, but it works, you know. Hopefully in the future they can come up with something that's different. But for now, this is what we got, and we got to roll with the punches. So the striking feels fluid. You got different types of fighters. They're always in their own stances. They're always doing things that you would see them do, throwing the strikes how they throw them. So the fighter uniqueness is like supreme. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like they spazzed. I've been seeing online that people are saying like, oh, it's just the same game, this, that. It doesn't really feel like 5 to me. As far as the game, like actual inputs onto the remote, like yeah, it feels like 5, but like the flow and the connectivity, the skill, the approach, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different, I'm telling you. There's a difference here that until you play it, I feel like just visually looking at it, you're not really gonna notice. So when I'm thinking about the striking, flow state comes to mind. Flow state is just like, it's something you pop. It's essentially a power up, I guess, but it's not like you can't get KO'd or anything like that. Your guy just flows into his striking better than the other guy. One thing I did notice, if somebody pops it at the right time, like you might get fried. I ain't gonna lie. They meet, hit you with everything they got, you know what I'm saying? I do like that, like the flow state is tethered to like a fighter's actual unique moves and actual unique approach to MMA. So you're gonna do more with the stuff that they actually do big damage with, you know, in real life. So that's fire as far as the flow state goes. I do overall like the mechanic. I don't see it being something that like ESFL people use, but maybe, I don't know how that really would look. But you can get fire knockouts either way though, with flow state or without it. So I guess it's really kind of irrelevant to an extent. I'm sure there will be some kind of mode where you can cut it off. It shouldn't be something that's tethered to the entirety of the game all the time. I have noticed that some things that you used to be able to trade in 5, you can't really trade in 6. There's certain ways to get around certain things. The clinch is harder to spam now, which is like a W. Come on now, give it up. Give it up for EA. We got to give EA their flowers off the rip, bro. I feel as though they really tried to listen to the community and tried to do something that we wanted. And so far, it seems as though there's been a success with it. Now, I did kind of have one idea or one fear, I guess, with it, is that if a fighter he's very unique and something about his striking and something about his flow state and something about how he manages to get to his opponents and get wins in the UFC in real life. Well, when they try to translate it over, something about it could just be overpowered in general, but we'll see. In the beta, there's not a lot of characters to choose from, but from what I have played, it seems as though everything is pretty much balanced. You just have to be smart. It's a more methodical feeling game. You can want to approach things in a bit of a slower manner. But overall, I did have one match where I was able to throw a lot and still maintain stamina. I do feel as though like you're always in the fight too, no matter if you really got rocked or not, you're still able to do damage on the receiving end of a loss. You know, it's working to be a loss. So that's always good to see. I threw a lot and I didn't lose a whole lot of stamina, which is like, okay. In this match, I also didn't really take too much damage while I was using my stamina and throwing those strikes and stuff too. So I think that plays a bit of a part in why I was able to recover so good too in between rounds. But other than that, basically everything that I played so far, I like it personally. Like, I don't know what the internet gonna say about it. I don't know what this person gonna say about it, that person gonna say about it. But me, I'm gonna play it. When it comes out, I'm gonna play it. The excitement of having all of the characters is really what's keeping me like excited about it coming out still. Even though I've played it and they could have did more, or they should have did this that way, or whatever the case may be, right? Whatever you seeing on the internet or wherever you're hearing from other people. But I do think that we got a good one right here, man. I ain't gonna lie. I think this is gonna be one of them ones. Especially, I'm just imagining the full roster of characters and all of them having unique striking. I hope it doesn't hinder the ability to be able to get certain fighters in the game. I'm sure they've thought about that already, but overall, man, this might be one of them ones, man. Pretty much. If you have any ideas, maybe you played the beta or you played some of the game or seen some of the game or whatever, maybe you haven't played it, let me know what you think in the comment section. Other than that, man, it's been your boy, Swagger940. Peace.
It's a new op on the block, and I'm trying to knock 'em out. Big R on standby, he's just